Hi there. I see nobody rushed out, that's great. Anyway, I'd like to call this special meeting of the congregation to order. And this meeting was sort of called by text, email, and letters. So almost anybody, I think, that is an active member of our church got some kind of communication, even if you haven't been in church. And we appreciate those of you that are here today so that we can vote. This vote has to be done in person. And after this, hopefully, if we agree to go to electronic voting and meetings, other members of our congregation can vote. We have at least two that are confined in nursing homes that were not allowed to vote and wanted to vote. And so, hopefully this will solve that, but that's your choice. I guess I'm not going to read all this stuff again for you, but as you think about it here for a second, if you have questions about either one of the items, we'll go on. I do have just a couple of announcements. One is, Deb would like it if, when you get done voting and you're leaving church today, if you would drop the pencil in the little box that's on that table where the collection offering plate is. And secondly, we are not voting on call here. We're talking about calling a pastor. We're not voting. We've found out from Synod that we must go through all the steps of the call process. And that's going to take quite some time. And so don't look for that to happen in the real near future. It's going to take meetings between Faith and us to first form an actual agreement to share a pastor, which we're very close to. And we have to fill out what is called a mission site profile, and there's a lot of things that we have to do. And so it's going to be a while. So the good news is, though, that starting at certainly after the first of the year, that Mary will serve both churches. The only change that I see for us, and I hope this isn't too disturbing, is we'll probably have to worship at 10:45 or 11 o'clock. She has to have time to get from there to here. And they've been having a meeting at 9:30 for all year, for a long time. We only go 3 months at 9:30. And I don't know that we would really want to have a pastor try to get here on a snowy day earlier than 9:30 coming from a distance. So lots of times you can get up and see what's happening outside before you have to venture on the road. And if we go earlier than that, that's not possible. So anyway, that's one thing that may have to fall into place for us. Just as a matter of fact, and Deb will appreciate this, it's not long, we have annual reports due. And it's not long until the nominating committee must meet again and form a list of names for nomination. And then, before I shut up, it's been an interesting week for me. I found out this week that not somebody that I see all the time, I haven't seen the young man for a long time, but a guy I coached back in Lennox died from cancer this past week. And he's not the greatest runner I ever coached, far from it, but he's one of those great kids. And you hate to see kids leave this earth early. The second one is, and if you happen to doctor with Dr. Ballman for dentist, there's a dental hygienist there by the name of Kaylee. She's cleaned my teeth for 27 years after she was in my class. She is in a terrible battle with cancer. And along with her, Jenny Rice, who's already on our prayer list, she's a teacher at Gale. Her cancer has resurged and battling hard again. So if you would keep them and my wife in your prayers this week. She's having a little surgery this week on her eye, and trying to get that all squared around. So, are there questions about that first vote, amending the Constitution to allow electronic voting? Seeing none, are there any questions about the ballot to finalize our agreement with Faith United and leaving that in the hands of the council to get that done? We are sharing the pastor costs, as it says there, equally between the two churches. No questions, no comments, no nothing? Then I would urge you to vote your heart, and if Doug and Carol would tabulate those votes for me, I would really appreciate it. Okay? And collect them.
Does everyone have a ballot?
Everybody got a ballot? Everybody got a pencil? You're gonna send yours by email, Scott?
I'll send mine by airmail.
Airmail.
Somebody want a cat?
I would not anticipate that this tabulating will take very long. Everybody got their ballot in? If you have a person you need to leave, I don't feel inhibited. The only thing we'll do is, after the announcement of the ballot is adjourned. I see no reason to recess the meeting. It'll be a while before I think we need to meet again. It's not long till end of the meeting. I knew I'd leave one thing out. I learned something when I got this, preparing this ballot. And talking about meetings and being electronic, it says simultaneous oral communication. And I learned that A-U-R-A-L is not speaking, but being able to hear. I didn't know there was another word like that. And I've been around words a lot. Mostly in science, but never A-U-R-A-L. And so it simply means, like, we met Monday, I think, and there were like 4 of us on the Zoom meeting with the pastor, who's a Senate staff person in Rapid City. And we're all on Zoom. We had one member on, I was going to say telephone, no, it was on Zoom, yeah? So, all my tabulators coming. Are they getting close?
They're working on.
Here they come. The tabulation is that there were 18 ballots. I hadn't voted. And they are unanimous. No votes on any of them. So this all passed. Is there a motion to adjourn? There's a so moved here and a second over there. Any questions? Meeting adjourned.